Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakbarash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the elect of the nation of Israel. Start off with the 144,000, which should be the ruling governing body in the kingdom of heaven, which the 144,000 will be all men. And then you have a lot of the elect, a lot of the 1/3 here in America, which would be believers, which should be men, women, and children. They'll be saved, right? The large multitude. 2/3 of our people will be destroyed here in America and Babylon the Great. You also have the rebels that are scattered abroad in different countries that will be destroyed. And you have the elect that's scattered abroad in different countries that will be saved, of who the world willingly and ignorantly calls black, Hispanic, Native American, Puerto Rican, Dominican, Jamaican, Haitian, Guatemala, the Panamanians, Cubans. We are the Israelites, contrary to what people want to believe. Right? I'm coming back at y'all with a quick lesson on, a couple videos that I came across, just what I've been coming across here as of late. Right? You got these people that feel like, life ain't fair, it ain't worth living, right? Because of just how hard everything is and how everything has gotten, right? And, it's a lot of these Edomites, man, I'll say, appear to be Edomites, but, they really feel it, man, which really, hey, we're just getting started, right? And Jake, we've been feeling these things, man. We've been feeling these things, so we don't feel no type of way for you, we don't have compassion for you because we've been going through this the whole time. And where was y'all at? Nowhere to fucking be found. I highly doubt these people a couple years back was making these type of videos. A lot of them at least, right? Us so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, which were the Israelites of the Holy Bible, we know how this society ain't fair. We know how it ain't meant for us to succeed. We know that this man hates us, right? The people who look like him, right? But I'm gonna play the first video, and then I'll bring out some scriptures. This is the video I want to get, not this exact one, but I got the next one. I'm gonna play it.
Fuck money, fuck capitalism, and fuck you bootlickers who don't understand that this is not how we're supposed to live. Society should not be functioning like this, and it's not okay. They're stripping the middle class away. The wealth disparity is becoming greater and greater. Do you know that this average CEO in America makes 300 times what its working employee makes? That means you would have to work for 300 years to make what your CEO makes in 1 year. Does that seem fair to you? No, it's not okay. Prices are going higher and higher than ever. Insurance is higher than ever. We don't have public transportation. Our tax dollars are going to bombing children overseas. We don't have affordable health care. We don't have livable wages. This is not...
Hey, that's all due to the wicked ruling, right? Let me go to that. Job 9:24 says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Right? And the people that have covered up the faces of the judges are the people who look like him. Right? They're the wicked. The scriptures also tell you in Proverbs, right? Let's get it. Right? Proverbs 29 and verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear the rule, the people mourn. Right? You are mourning because first and foremost, the wicked, like I said, your own wicked people are in rulership. They're not going to do right by you, right? And they don't care about their own people either way, right? It might have been good and better for you at first, but we're in the end all be on this thing, man. This man the elites, they want their NWO. They want to fully control you people out here. They mainly want to get you Israelites, man. But well, you lower East, hey, they want to get you too, which we don't give a damn because y'all don't care about us anyway, so we don't care, y'all all going to get judgment. Y'all going into captivity when our Lord Yahweh shall come back, right? And, he said we need a revolution, which that's that spirit that's in the air, man. People just uprising, protesting, they fight back spirit, right? We in that time, and it's going to increase, and get worse and worse, right? All these truths that's been out here, right? It ain't gotten bad yet. Wait till you start seeing tanks go down the middle of the street, Just wait till you start seeing that, man. Let me get this in Second Ezra. I've been bringing this out for like every lesson. Second Ezra 15 and verse 14. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and destruction draweth nigh. When one people shall stand up and fight against another with swords in their hands." You see that? Right? With weapons. Right? And a modern day sword is a gun. Right? That's the main weapon of combat. The main weapon that people use of choice against one another. Whether it's one-on-one, whether it's, a group of people against a group of people. That's the main weapon that people use. They don't actually just use swords, which in these times that we're coming in, people going to use all different types of weapons, man. Not just guns, but that's the main one. Right? People going to use actual swords, machetes, right? Little homemade bombs. All types of different things, man. But this is verse 16. It says, "For there shall be sedition among men, invading one another, for they shall not regard their kings nor princes." Right? It's going to get to the point where people ain't going to give a damn about paying bills, and people are already kind of to that point. They're not going to give a damn about working. They're not going to give a damn about none of that shit, man. Right? It says, "They shall not regard their kings nor princes." It says, "In the course of their actions shall stand in their power." So, hey, they going to do what they do, and they going to stay in that mode, man. Then they going to stand on business, as they say. Right? Let me play the video again.
Okay, we need to take the fucking power back. We need to have a revolution. I'm not talking about violence, but we can go on strike. We can strip the wealth of their money because we make...
Hey, well, without peace, not without peace, but without war, you can't have peace as a balance. It's always been like that. You always got to have one first before the other comes. It's just how it works. You just don't have peace, and there was no war. It's just how it operates. It's just how it works. It's just how the Lord set it up, man. Right? Before peace comes war, right? And before there's war, if there's no war and chaos, there's peace. That's just how it goes, right? And he's saying he ain't talking about violence, but in the back of his mind, man, hey, best believe if he had to do what he gotta do, he gonna do what he gotta do. I ain't gotta say too much. Play the video again.
Make the money for them. Us, the working class, is the production of their money. We make their money for them. And if a majority of us don't go to work for 3 days, or if we don't pay taxes, then dog, we will get our demands met. We will get the life that we're supposed to have. We will have a sustainable work life. We'll have work-life balance. We won't have to work fucking 5 days a week and only get 2 days to live. Like, this is...
And that's not true, man. Then everybody ain't gonna just stop doing what they do every day to do it. First of all, the scriptures say the majority of the world is in darkness, so they're not even that deeply in tune to what's going on. They don't even care. So that ain't gonna ever happen. Not everybody, most people. You're gonna have it to where it's gonna get bad out here, where people actually will start rioting and protesting because of how bad it is. But but it ain't gonna go back. It ain't gonna be better than what it is now. We at the end of your kingdom. Right? Our Lord YASHAWAR is getting ready to turn. This man's kingdom is about to be destroyed. Right? That's why this is happening. Right? Those lights are waking up. Right? Our Lord YASHAWAR is getting ready to return. That's why all these bad things are happening. And you Edomites are starting to feel it. Right? You've been really feeling it the past couple of years. I would say ever since really 2020, right, when the demic happened. But like I said, these Edomites are really starting to feel it so bad to where they on camera crying, which he ain't crying, or they on camera venting, talking about how bad everything is. Man, we don't give a flying F, man. We've been going through these things our whole life. We've been struggling. The scriptures tell you, let me go to it. Right? You feel like you can't pay your bills, you feel like you can't, live, so to speak. A lot of these Edomites, man, they go on vacations every month. Right, or every year. A lot of Jakes, they don't never leave the block. Right? That's how a lot of Jakes, live, man. They whole life. Right? But let me go to I was gonna get I think it was at Haggai. I thought it was. Yep, Haggai 1 and verse 6 and 7. You have sown much and bring in little, and ye eat but you have not enough, and you drink, but ye are not filled. It says, with drink, and you clothe you, but there is none warm. Right? And that earneth, it says, and he that earneth wages to put in the bag with holes. You see that? And this is for the Israelites, man. We been going through this. We under the curses. And now you Edomites and you other nations are starting to feel it, man. And we don't feel bad for you, man. We don't feel bad at all. We don't care. Right? And a lot of these Edomites, they don't see no future because of how bad it is. And they know it's not getting better. All right, it's Ecclesiastes 12 and verse 1. It says, remember now that I created in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. Right? I'm going to skip down to verse 3. It says, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the few grinders shall, and it says, and the grinders shall cease because they are few, and those that look out the windows be darkened. You see that? And the windows, it's talking about looking into the future. They don't see a bright future in this place. They don't see it going on like this. They know it can't go on like this deep down because of all the wickedness, all the chaos that's going on. They know this, but they somehow think that they can just force their way into no. Then this is prophecy, man. It ain't gonna get better, man. So hey, I'm gonna end off on that, man. It's gonna get better for the Israelites, though, man. Stay prayed up, keep the faith. I'm talking to myself first and foremost. I'm gonna close out. I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honor to the elders, Apostle Great Millstone. Till next time, I want to say Abba Shalom.